So I had to stop. I wasn't about to let myself get, no, I'm doing this for Grandpa. This ain't for me. I made a promise to that man. He said, Neg, don't stop fighting till it's over. Do it for me and make sure we try to let people become aware to where this mistake don't ever happen again. Bro, I wish they had some laws. Bro, I wish we had a law, some lawmakers in Terrebonne Parish worth the fuck that could make some laws that would prevent some shit like this. But no, they all about their fucking pockets and making laws to keep the fucking ones who's victimized. Oh, man, fuck the law system. Can't believe this fucking place, bro. All right. Give me a second. All right. All right. Melissa is incapable of this. She's incapable of love. I promise. She's all about fake. Like fake titties. That's what if her personality was breasts, they would be fake. The fakest ones. You wouldn't be able to get a more beautiful implant titties if that was Melissa's. That's how demonic that bitch is. She lacks empathy. Big time. Her love is constant transactions. She don't know how to just love because, it feels good to do it, to love someone who loved you back. No, Melissa don't know how to love. Whenever she says, I love you, she really means, I love what you do for me. And I'm going to abuse the shit out of you because I'm a narcissist and I got a vendetta for my daddy because he made my mama die in the hospital when she wanted to sell the house and go on a cruise. That phrase was tossed around a lot in front of me. And before I got there, the neighbors was even hearing her say that, her and Daryl say that shit whenever he was by himself. Her and Daryl, whenever I had a drug charge, I was a few years ago, I did have them. They used that against me and said, if I ever show up at my grandpa's house, they're going to call the cops because he got power of attorney. 3 years I didn't get to see my grandpa, except the times that I snuck up over there because he would call me up. Neg, fuck them, come to my house. Because that man was lonely and nobody would go visit him. Abuse of power of attorney with Melissa and Daryl started well before I was caregiving. And they don't tell nobody about it. Because they some bitches. I ain't playing with their asses. I'm going balls deep with truth. Her worst nightmare. I never met someone as scared of the truth like Melissa and Daryl. Oh my God. See, fake love. They manipulate constantly. They're selfish, they're entitled, they're exploitative, they're often all the time cruel. Because everything's premeditated, because they're gaining something from every well thought, premeditated tactical maneuver. No, I swear, this shit gotta stop. Nobody deserves to experience this shit. Nobody. I will step up for anyone who's going through some shit like this. See, when they say I love you, but they mean I love what you do for me, that's why they can say the words and still treat you like you're disposable. No arrests. Because I was speaking truth. and robbed my inheritance and abused Grandpa's finances while he was alive. If they weren't abusing finances and weren't in debt and buying Hope a house, why would they refuse to let him have flowers to keep busy? Why would they refuse to give me a raise? But they could constantly go on vacations all the time and brag about it. I'm saying that with a straight face. Look, I ain't got no bags in my eyes. Because I know Melissa's going to say something. Fucking coward bitch. I'm tired of this. Ass kicking time. Their inability to love. If anybody's dealing with a fucking narcissist, understand it has nothing to do with you. It's 100% the fucking narcissist. Their inability to love. I promise. You are lovable. You are worthy. You are matter. You perfect. Fuck that bitch. Don't ever believe a narcissist. Don't ever let their fucking... I'm taking fucking notes. Oh, to take a little break, I tell you what. Why don't y'all go ahead and jot down these 7 statements if you say it every day. Morning and night, 3 times each, I guarantee you're going to see a positive difference in your life in a week. 7 godly affirmations. Number 1, I am divinely guided and protected at every moment. Number 2, abundance flows effortlessly through me because I'm worthy of all good things in life. Number 3, I trust the divine. In my life, everything is unfolding perfect. Number 4, I radiate love, peace, and light and attract positivity in all forms. 5, my potential is limitless and I'm capable of reaching highest desires. Number 6, I am one with the divine universe and miracles are a natural part of my life. Number 7, every day I'm blessed. Align with higher purpose. Start speaking things into existence. We all creators. That's what Jesus was trying to teach us that the religion failed to point out for us. All right, now back to, that was a word from our sponsor. All right, now let me get back to the, I'm sorry. No, I ain't fucking sorry. Fucking bitch. You need some fucking ass kicked is what you fucking need. You know, they got laws. And should we call the cops? Because that's a cop calling bitch. But boy, that's why she don't want nobody knowing shit. I wonder why it had to be me that saw that and nobody else. This is a bitch. All right, bro. When you are a caregiver and you have a narcissist, butthurt child with a vendetta that's going to abuse every power of attorney, privilege that she got, that she's not like, oh, she broke some shit. Talk to her, brother. I'm more than glad to fucking expose her bitch ass. I guarantee if you got a caregiver and you got a narcissist power of attorney, it's going to be one of your top 3, if not the number 1 most difficult thing you ever have to do in your life. Let's keep this about saving elderly abuse and power of attorney abuse and will forgery and shit, because I promised Grandpa before I was wrongfully arrested and illegally fired based on my mental disability discrimination. I'm a disabled veteran. Let that sink in. Paul, you can't do that to a disabled veteran. And who the fuck would want to fire a disabled veteran whenever the one who's fucking sick? Instead of looking at a disabled veteran, why don't you look at it as a paraplegic, a handicap, or hell, a minority? Say I'm black. I bet you'll look at it different. Just because it's me don't mean I'm not capable of being fucking fucked up in the head. I'm Patulani. All right. You know that Grandpa was helpless in that house. Does anyone know what helpless means? Defenseless. Can't defend himself at all in any way, shape, or form, physically or verbally. I was the only one, and I was forced and feared into silence because I really wanted to tell them all. Grandpa didn't want me to because Grandpa was scared that I was going to. Grandpa thought that they could fire me whenever they wanted. I heard them tell Grandpa, you stuck with us till death. There's no way, no laws to get our names off the power of attorney document if you don't like us. That was a bold-faced line. I got the videos to prove it. He called them out, wanted their names off. And she denied him on film. Think this is a fucking joke? You watch the person that you love more than anything fucking begging God to die. Because they got to be in control. They selfish. They perfected the art of chronic invalidation, making him feel like a prisoner in his own house and like he don't matter. Feelings never constantly put down, reminded about Alzheimer's. Feelings were never respected unless they were an exact mirror of their feelings if you got lucky enough to figure their fucking ever change it. So, Karate Kid Part 2. Calm. I'm one with the universe. Yeah, soulless. She got a soulless stare like she enjoys inflicting intentional pain and abuse, enmeshing, isolation. You know, Grandpa, they went, I wish I would have caught on to it. Can you imagine? You trust your family so much because you're ignorant on Alzheimer's. You think they know best, and you come to find out they intentionally conditioned that man to where he's not even making no decisions on his own no more. That man was perfectly fine. They intentionally made him believe he had to rely on them and nothing else. That's why I do quit fucking asking questions. That's why he quit telling them so. He would talk to me, though, because he knew I listened. He knew I loved him. I know how to love, Jack. Why do you think I'm always singing? Because bitches, they like that. They don't want to change themselves to keep perfect love. They want to hop around from dick to dick. They don't know what love is either. Fuck all you hoes. This is just so painful, bro. Give me a second. It's the butcher. You know, I took responsibility. Anytime he wanted something for leisure, had to go get their permission. Grandpa got tired of asking because he was always told no. I said, no way. I thought that was the Alzheimer's. Well, I fucked up and told Daddy and Melissa that they came at me. You're going to be fired if Grandpa wants to keep spending money. Now I see the big picture. They've been abusing his finance the whole time. They were in debt. Why they can't afford flowers? Why I get no raise, but Hope gets a fucking house? I want all them motherfuckers. They are wrong. They deserve the maximum penalty within the respects of the law. Mandy, Liz, Melissa, Daryl, and Hope for the fucking house. I can't prove that, but boy, I got a hunch of Grandpa. Oh my God. Grandpa hated his kids. They did not show that man. Nobody did. They think they did. They don't know what fucking love is. Can you imagine not having no self-esteem whenever they don't even allow you to do? Self-esteem takes a bad hit. Then you got someone like me who's helpless. I got to suck it up and watch him die miserable, or I'm homeless and he's going to be more miserable. My family is fucking sick, but I need... Oh, God. I found God. I don't need to react. I know I did my job perfectly. I never stole. And me to do all the work and rob me from millions. Y'all some chicken shit cocksuckers, boy. No, I never done that to my daughter. Yeah, I failed my daughter. She disowned me at the age, maybe she was, 15, 16 years old. My dad fucked up right out the pussy. So I'm a better parent than my dad ever was. And when Emily called me out, I apologized. 3 times, I think. I could be wrong. I know it was more than once. I can't force her to accept it, but I meant it. And I changed more and more each time. But my family was intentionally lying to my daughter. I caught my mom in that lie too. Fuck Liz. You know, that man always felt like they wanted him dead. That's why they done that, to speed him up. Makes sense. Why arrest me? The man died not long after that. If I never would have went to jail, I guarantee he would have lasted another year. He was eating with me. He was exercising with me. He had hope. He had vision. He had desire. He had passion to wake up every morning just because of me. Because of how I made him feel. I love that man so much. I'm proud to say I was able to take care of that man when his own kids could. Fuck hope too. She put everybody in roles to remain in control and made sure me and Grandpa didn't know nothing. Everything was secretive. They would never let us complain. Melissa got a drug addiction, which is got to be in control because I didn't feel like, well, look at me. I'm going to go ahead and make a man dying with Alzheimer's insignificant because I worked for Alfred, the biggest crook, the dude who's forging the damn insurance shit. But you know how many corrupt contracts in the past between him, Dove, and Larpenter, and Larpenter's wife works there? Oh, go ahead and tell me I ain't fucking suck a dick. I ain't scared to speak truth. She's so desperate for attention and validation. Anytime she come over, if we complain, y'all ought to be lucky to have a daughter and nanny like me who comes over here right after work with Taco Bell. What to do? You show up one day a fucking week. I mean, every other week. I'm sorry, that's all I got. One day off every other week. For 4 years, no raise. And they intentionally held thousands against my will while I was over there. They did not let me have my money while I was working. They said if I want the money, I'm fired. That's why I started flipping out at the very end before I got arrested. I hope y'all could learn something from this. Not with just me. Before you ever hear gossip from even your most trusted, do some deep research on the source. I'm done with everybody. I don't owe nobody no respect for shit. Fuck everybody. I don't know nobody. Everybody's cut off from my life. Nobody's worth my time, efforts, feelings, love, give a fucks. I was there for everybody when y'all was in need. Where the fuck were y'all on this one, huh? Y'all so selfish. Even a 90-year-old Alzheimer's patient wasn't more important enough for somebody to fucking, hey, let me call abuse. 60 seconds. So Jesus was trying to teach us. You don't fucking worship the Pharisees and shit. You'll know you do the right thing naturally. Follow me. I'll teach you in the Bible how to read it right. Y'all dumbasses keep worshiping the one God because y'all scared of your mom and dad. They never let us be heard. No. They were fucking in debt. That's why he couldn't spend flowers. I had to spend my own money for recreation because we was tired of saying no. Oh, if you want reimbursements, you got to show the receipt and read this. Suck a dick, Melissa. Who the fuck you think you are? Elderly abuse emotion needs to be a priority because this shit is too easy to hide while the victims, 4 years later, 5 years later, Terrebonne Parish, state of Louisiana, Jessica and Chris Domain. Fuck y'all. Melissa would constantly paint herself like Bob Ross would on a white canvas as the hero, the savior. Sacrifice because she sacrificed her free time after work. Whoopity fucking do. No, me and Grandpa's happiness in that house was more important than theirs, and they made sure we had to trust them with no question. Immediate force, it got to be this way, no questions. If I had time, I would have known the truth. They took advantage of my naiveness. Now how embarrassed that is for me to admit. At least I could admit my faults. Like a man. Not many people could do it. How many people could go ahead and say that they apologize to their daughter? Saying that they're the most toxic motherfucker that God has ever put in their life. And they're sorry I ruined it. All of us are that fucking guilty because you know what? God's the only real mom and dad, y'all stupid fucks. Y'all can't get over y'allself. Take a page from the book of Jughead.